Giant Homer was just about to swing his bat and knock the meteor out of the park when he suddenly heard Marge cheering for him. As he turned his head, the meteor struck him right in the butt. Homer screamed in pain, jumping up and down. Then, with one casual throw, the meteor flew across half the world and wiped out the entire New York. The crowd started cheering, thinking it was just a fireworks show. When Homer was a kid, his appetite was unbelievable. He once sucked a whole cow dry. While playing in a snowball fight, his friend threw a tiny snowball, but Homer hurled back an entire mountain of snow. To give birth to a giant like Homer, his mother was completely exhausted. As Homer grew up, everywhere he went caused more damage than a natural disaster. The townspeople went to great lengths just to cook for him, but in return, their houses were crushed under his feet. Two unlucky people who didn't escape in time even ended up in his stomach. The town was destroyed every single day, and they couldn't afford to keep him anymore. So the people decided to get Homer drunk and throw him out of town. At that moment, Homer was lying around enjoying life. The townsfolk brought out barrels of booze, offering him food and drinks. Homer said he'd never seen people this nice, grabbed a barrel, and chugged it down in one gulp, passed out instantly, not knowing they had spiked the alcohol with stimulants. Plan went into motion, and when Homer woke up, he was already far away from town. Feeling a bit sad, he looked at a nearby mountain and carved out a giant cow to keep him company. That night, lightning struck, and the cow actually came to life. Finally, Homer didn't have to be alone anymore. He and the cow did everything together. He even taught it how to smoke and once teamed up with it in Japan to play Ultraman. On their journey, they ran into a beautiful woman, and Marge seemed to fall for him at first sight. Just as they leaned closer to each other, Marge saw how enormous he really was, screamed, and ran like crazy. But Homer still caught her and even used her to clean his ear. Over time, their bond grew stronger, and even the engagement ring was one of a kind. Homer was already talking to Marge about when they should have kids, but Marge quickly changed the subject.